They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to hear the full story. But today, here on Forbidden Wealth, we are opening a door that most insist on keeping closed. Elon Musk answered Pope Leo with a Bible verse, and this is not just a simple response. It is a signal, a warning of something far bigger than any headline you have ever seen. Elon Musk answered Pope Leo with a Bible verse, and behind this gesture lies a network of power, technology, and control that very few dare to analyze. If you want to understand the new game of money, the invisible game that determines who has freedom and who does not, then stay with me until the end. What I'm about to reveal will change the way you see technology, faith, wealth, and freedom. Imagine the scene. One of the richest men on the planet, responsible for electric cars, rockets, and ideas that many consider futuristic, responds to a pope, a figure of spiritual authority, with the Bible. This is not just news, it is a symbol. It is a silent declaration of territory and influence. It shows that the conflict between faith and money has entered a new phase, more subtle, more powerful, and more dangerous. At the center of this story is something many call progress, but which is, in reality, a vehicle for invisible control, a puzzle that few know how to solve. And whoever solves it first controls the world. Let's go back in time. We start with PayPal, a platform that promised financial freedom, but in practice began to lay the foundations for a system where money ceases to be physical and becomes code, numbers, data that can be controlled. When money becomes data, whoever controls the code controls your decisions, your habits, your very freedom. Elon Musk entered this game early, but he didn't enter only with visible technology like cars or rockets. He entered with subtle infrastructures, platforms, networks, algorithms, ideas that shape behavior, artificial intelligence that learns about you without you noticing. X is the point where the known meets the unknown, where control becomes invisible, where power is silent, but absolute. Companies talk about digital wallets, instant payments, transfers without paper, without touch, without contact. Everything sounds practical, modern, efficient, but look closer. Every step that removes money from your pocket and turns it into data gives power to someone you will never see. Imagine a world where one company controls how you pay, another controls the infrastructure that records your thoughts, and a third controls the algorithms that decide if you can buy or not. It may sound like science fiction, but it is the reality being built. And most people don't even realize it. The chapter that brought this story to global attention was the symbolic confrontation between Pope Leo and Elon Musk. The Pope criticized excessive payment packages, and Musk responded publicly with a Bible verse. This is not just about money or technology. It is about narrative, about controlling what people believe and how they interpret the world around them. When a billionaire uses the Bible as a response, he is not simply defending an economic argument. He is marking territory in the spiritual narrative, showing that his influence goes far beyond business, beyond technology, beyond what most understand as power. Now, let's put the pieces together. We have a global financial platform, artificial intelligence algorithms, and projects that connect brains to machines, like Neuralink. This is not just medical innovation. It is the gateway to translating thoughts into digital signals, to influencing behavior in a direct, silent, invisible way. If your thoughts can be read or modulated, and if the same system controls the flow of the money you own, what is lost? Freedom? Privacy? Perhaps something even deeper. The autonomy of your will, what we call essence. Imagine an economy where buying is not just pressing a button, but responding to an impulse generated by a device. Is it theory? Perhaps. But the seeds of this reality have already been planted and are growing every day. And where do traditional institutions fit into this scenario? The Vatican, central banks, major banks. When a pope intervenes, criticizing, questioning, he is not only speaking morally, he is exposing political and financial tensions, highlighting the conflict between extreme wealth and spiritual values. When a billionaire responds with the Bible, he is not speaking only to the Pope. He is speaking to millions who are still searching for meaning, hope, and security. On this board, faith is a weapon, and technology is the battlefield. Money has always been energy. In many cultures, currency and rituals walk hand in hand. What changes now is the scale and form. Material energy has become data, and data travels instantly around the world, crossing borders, entering invisible digital networks. When public figures use religious symbols, they appeal to something very deep: identification, trust, fear. It is a narrative that infiltrates people's minds, shapes behaviors, and influences decisions. And this narrative creates the perfect ground to sell a future or impose invisible control. What is the strategy? To make control invisible. Not with chains, gates, or prisons, but with convenience. Accept this, and your life will become easier, they say. And society accepts it, normalizes it, gets used to it. First, convenience. Then, normalization. Finally, dependence. And when dependence is complete, disconnecting from the system becomes impossible. And it is already happening. And the X symbol? Why do so many of Musk's companies carry this name? Never underestimate symbols. X marks the hidden point, the enigma. The enigma becomes identity, and identity transforms into influence. While the world looks at rockets, cars, and spectacular launches, the true power structures grow silently, digitally, invisibly. And when the Pope and Musk engage in a public duel, what is at stake is not only money, but authority over common sense. Who decides what is right? Who decides what is valuable? Who shapes the way we think? But this is not just a reason to panic. There are actions you can take. Educate yourself about digital money. Understand how transactions work and who regulates them. Diversify your resources. Offline money still exists. Keep alternatives. Protect your privacy. Small digital routines matter more than you realize. Question narratives. When someone says this is for your own good, ask, for whose good is it really? And above all, maintain your spiritual autonomy. Technology can improve lives, but surrendering your essence? Never. Elon Musk's gesture of responding to the Pope with a Bible verse is more than a mere provocation. It is a window into something larger, a silent, deep, and complex clash between faith, technology, and money. They want you to accept without thinking, to settle, to become part of the system without questioning. We do not. We question, we investigate, and we seek the truth. If you want to understand more about the role of the Vatican, hidden gold, and the digital network that connects everything and everyone, subscribe to Forbidden Wealth. Like, share, activate notifications, because in the next video, we will open the vault that many prefer to keep locked. They don't want you to know this, now you do.